During our school assembly, the principal called me up and said, "Why don't you tell everyone something special about a person in your family?" I looked out at the whole gym and my legs stopped working. There were almost 300 kids on the bleachers and every single one was staring at me. I didn't understand why he picked me. Out of everyone in that room, why me? I said, "I'd rather not, sir." He grinned. "Come on, it's family recognition day. Just one nice thing. You've got an older sister, don't you? Tell us about her." The second he said sister, my stomach dropped. She was the one person on earth I couldn't talk about. I asked if I could talk about my dad instead, that he coached kids soccer and everyone in town loved him. The principal shook his head slowly. "No, I asked about your sister. One thing. It isn't difficult." I stared at my shoes and felt my throat closing up. My eyes started to sting because now the whole gym had gone quiet and every face was pointed at me, waiting. I knew that if I said the truth out loud, the laughing would stop instantly. I knew this man would regret it for the rest of his life. So I swallowed it down and said, "There's honestly nothing I can share. Sorry to disappoint everyone." He didn't like that. He walked closer, microphone in his hand. "You can't think of a single thing about your own sister? Not one?" "No, sir, not one." A couple of the older teachers chuckled when he made some joke about kids these days having no memory. My friends in the front row laughed too, which only turned his face red. "So you're choosing to embarrass me," he said. "I gave you one simple task and you're being difficult on purpose. Is that really how you want today to go?" I started to cry. "I'm not trying to be difficult, sir. It's just really hard to talk about her because something terrible happened and I can't." He rolled his eyes right into the microphone so the whole gym could hear it. "Enough with the dramatics. I'm asking for one sentence. Say it or I'll call your mother tonight and tell her exactly how rude you were." Something in me snapped. I took the mic from his hand and said, "Fine. My sister was the driver in the Millhaven crash." The gym went dead silent. I dropped down onto the stage floor and cried into my hands. Some freshman near the front whispered, "What's the Millhaven crash?" And a teacher shushed him so hard it echoed. The principal pulled me up by the arm, and when I looked at his face, he wasn't shocked. He wasn't sorry. He was smiling. He leaned down close and said quietly, so only I could hear, "Good. I hope that hurt." I couldn't breathe. Why would anyone say that? I went home shaking and told my mom everything, word for word. She went pale, then furious. She called the school that same night. The principal told her I was a liar, that he'd never speak to a child like that I invented the entire thing for attention. But my mom knows me. I have never once lied to her, not about anything that mattered. She reported him to the district. It took almost 4 months. Then one afternoon, we were called into his office, where a woman from the district sat across from him with a thick folder on her lap. She looked at him and said, "Before we start, is there anything about your history you'd like to tell us yourself?" He gave that same smug little smile. "I have no idea what you mean." She opened the folder. "You requested a transfer to this specific school last spring. Before that, you lived 2 streets from the Millhaven intersection." His smile flickered. "And your son was the passenger who died in that crash." My mouth fell open. I never knew. Nobody ever told me a name. "You didn't end up here by accident," she said. "You came to this building to find this child and break her in front of everyone she knows. You should be ashamed of yourself." He was fired that afternoon. His license to work in any school in the state was pulled for good. Before I walked out, I turned and looked at him one last time. My sister made a horrible mistake, and she died in that car too. But I was 11 when it happened. You hunted down the wrong person, and now you've got nothing left.